Hello, everybody, and thank you for tuning in. Okay, I'm going to give it some time, get some time for people to tune in to the I Choose Me hashtag No More Excuses. It's Tuesday night, everybody, and we've come to support, to love ourselves, and just to just get a good word of inspiration and encouragement for another week. So I'm going to hold on and get a couple of people on before I start with the process. So no, we'll be on that late time. I was starting a little late. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in to another week of I Choose Me hashtag No More Excuses. I was going to give it some time, but I'm just going to go ahead because this is a live video and people can catch the beginning if they missed the beginning so we can be on schedule. So today, before we start anything, we always start with our motto, which is I pledge to embrace who I am today, love who I was yesterday, and inspire who I will become tomorrow. And what that means is that we're just going to love ourselves from where we are today and continue to lift ourselves up to the next level. Now, on this week, I wanted the topic to be is a question that I have for you. The question I have is, do you know you are unique? Do you know that you are unique? Before we go any further, I like to give a little bit of definition. That way we can all start on, like I said, the same place. So, unique is being the only one of its kind, unlike anything else. A synonym for it is distinctive, distinct, individual, special, etc. A unique person or thing. The first thing to realize is that if you are doing anything that doesn't come natural to you, you begin to lose more and more of your authenticity daily. And so what I mean by do you know you are unique? If you do not know who you are, if you have not began to love yourself, then chances are you have not embraced the fact that you were uniquely made. You have not embraced the fact that you have an individual assignment. You have not embraced the fact that who you are, nobody else can be. So it's time for you to acknowledge and accept that who you are is unique. You were born unique. You were born with a gift. You were born with a purpose. I said, do you begin to lose more and more your authenticity daily? And so I'm going to go over the definition of authenticity. Is the quality of being authentic. Synonym is real, bona fide, true, etc. So you were created with one intention of being one of a kind, which is unique. That was your creation. That was the intention of why you were put here, to be one of a kind, to be unique, to be like nobody else. Now the question is, how can you be unique / authentic without first loving and embracing who you are? It's impossible. In order for you to be your individual self, in order for you to walk in that light, in order for you to be who you were called to be, you have to first know who you are. In order for you to claim your peace or walk on your walk or be who you were called to be, you have got to know who you are. That starts with spending time with yourself, loving yourself, and making sure that you are clear and that you believe that you are enough, that you were born worthy. I said choosing yourself and loving yourself daily allows you to know that you are more than your past. You are more than your pain. You are more than your appearance. Your everything rests in the soul of you and how you see yourself. How you see yourself is so imperative. How you see yourself is how the world will one day see you, or it is what you will inspire them to see in you. So it's important that you see yourself in the light that you are. It's important that you see yourself as somebody unique and special. It's important that you see yourself as one of a kind. Tanya said, say it again. It's important that you see yourself as one of a kind. You are unique. I said, understand how you see yourself will eventually become how others see you, which was what I was just saying. In order for you to give off what you want, you have to first possess that. You have to first move in that essence. You have to first move in that walk. You have to first move with that light. And so in order for you to be the best you have to understand that others are going to see you how you see yourself. And so if you don't value yourself, others won't value. If you don't love yourself, others won't love you. If you don't stand up for yourself, others won't stand up for you. Remember, we said in week 1, you teach people how to treat you. So in order for you to get the best kind of respect and the best honor from people, is for you being an example of who you know yourself to be. So you have to walk in that light. You have to lead the way into showing people how to show up for you in your life. I said, if you haven't practiced being accountable to yourself, you make room to allow others to become accountable for you. Now, who do you trust more to be accountable for you than you? So that's the bottom line. If you don't start standing up for yourself and being accountable, and what I did was, let me give you the definition for accountable, just in case we're a little bit on different sides of that. Accountable of a person, organization, or institution is required or expected to justify actions or decisions responsible. Synonym is responsible, liable, answerable, to blame. Meaning accountability means I'm going to take the blame for this. So what I'm saying is that in order for you to walk your best life, in order for you to be accountable for yourself, you have got to take the blame for what is going on in your life. In order to take the blame, in order to be accountable, you have to know who you are, so that you don't find yourself walking in other people's light, that you don't find yourself walking and living through other people's vision. So you have to be accountable for the assignment that was placed on your life. And so it's up to you to embrace who you are, so that you can then make yourself accountable for where you're going. I said, when you take the time to understand yourself, you then become more clear to make decisions that resonate in the soul and purpose of yourself. So in order for you to make decisions that line up with your purpose, in order for you to make decisions that sits well with your spirit, it is important that you know who that is. You have to know what gets you going. You have to know what inspires you. You have to know what brings you down. You have to know what it is that it takes to keep you moving. Like a car and anything in life, you have to figure out, okay, it's running low. I got to put some oil in this car. We got different lights on the car that lets us know that something's about to happen. We need to take responsibility. We have to do what we have to do with the car so they don't break down. This is what I'm asking you. This is what the I Choose Me, No More Excuses movement is all about. It's about you taking the time to pour into yourself so that you don't break down. If you don't begin to love yourself and pour into yourself as you are commuting day to day and doing daily tasks, you will break down. So it is up to us to make sure that we're checking ourselves. It's up to us to make sure that we understand where we're breaking down. It's up to us to understand what we are in need of, what we need to get refilled, what we need to pour back into ourselves, so we are capable and able to continue to move on to where it is that we're trying to go. I said it's time that we stop just living and do more giving. Which brings me back to the question at hand. Do you know you are unique? That is the question. Do you believe you are one of a kind? Do you believe you were born with a purpose? Do you believe you are worthy? Do you believe you are enough? Do you believe you have something to give to this world? That is what I want you to know, that you are all of these things. But in order for you to begin to walk in your purpose, in order for you to begin to enjoy your life from day to day, you have got to believe you are everything that you were created to be. You have got to believe that you are unique. That means there is no one here like you. That means that there is something different about you that makes you special. There is something different about you that the world needs. So it's up to you to embrace yourself so that you can get closer to your purpose, and so that you can figure out what is it that I'm supposed to be doing. What is it that I'm supposed to be giving back? What is that? I said we each have some level of giving which is embedded in our purpose. Whatever it is that we are supposed to be doing, whatever it is that is our gift, whatever it is that we are just built for, whatever those things are, you have to know that your purpose is embedded in that gift is in there. And so that's how we start to walk in our purpose and figure that out. It's because we are learning ourselves. We are understanding what makes us smile. We understanding what inspires us, and we understand what is building us up to the next level. I said, because I'm here to tell you that you are enough, you are worthy, you are unique, you were born with a purpose, and you most definitely have something to offer this world. And so embrace that as you're going out day to day. That Today I'm here, I'm out here, I'm getting closer to where I'm supposed to be. I'm out here, I'm getting closer to where I'm trying to go. But I have to first discover that inside myself so that I can reach the levels in which I need to reach, or which my heart desires to go. I said we all have different levels of purpose to fulfill. And no matter how big or how small, it's all necessary for this place we call world. And that is so important. I hate for people to say, well, you know, I don't have a gift, or you know, I don't have anything. Everybody was placed here with something inside. Everybody, God didn't make nobody more special than somebody else. The level and the magnitude of which your purpose is going to meet you on the level on which you are. And so if you want something grand, you got to be something grand. If you want something big, you got to do something big. You have to continue to take yourself to different levels in where you're trying to go. And so if you want to reach these desires, if you have dreams of being great, I'm here to tell you that you can be great. It was placed in you. You're not dreaming this for no reason. You're dreaming it because it's inside of you. Nakia said, your heart will definitely let you know when you found your purpose. Absolutely. And that's what the journey is all about. It's about moving, and it's about discovering ourselves, and so that we can begin to live out our purpose and to live out our truth and to live out these dreams that are inside of us. But if we don't discover ourselves, we are not aware when the right thing comes into our life, because we have not tapped into that which is inside of us. So I'm saying that we got to get closer and more involved and more accountable to ourselves, which is all what we've been saying from week to week. I said that's what makes you unique. What you have to offer is one of a kind, so nobody but you can bring your peace. And that's what I keep on saying the week to week. I feel like the world is this big puzzle, and we all have a piece to bring. And it's so imperative that we embrace the fact that our piece matters, because no matter how big or how small the task, it is all necessary for the whole picture. Now think of a puzzle. It doesn't matter if you got the face at the top. It doesn't matter if you got the tree. If you're missing one piece of the puzzle, it doesn't look as pretty, right? It doesn't look as fulfilling. And some people can't even get the picture, determine on what part of the puzzle is missing. So that's what I mean. If we all bring our piece, can you imagine how beautiful this puzzle would be? Can you imagine how beautiful the world can become if we all bring our piece? And like Kia said, we all need each other. And that's what this I Choose Me experience is all about. The more you love on yourself, the more you pour into yourself, the more that you have to give, the more that overflows, and the more you can share with others around you, because you're living your truth and you're excited about your victory and you're excited about your journey that you're on. I said we have to embrace that our piece is needed, which will help us to make the world a better place, which is what I just said. So dare to be you, which requires you to love yourself through and through. In order for you to be you, in order for you to walk in that light, in order for you to go to the heights that you have dreamed of, it's important that you know who you are. It's important that you understand that you are unique. It's important that you understand that you have something to offer. It's important that you understand that you are worthy. This week to week is me to pour into you, to help you to understand how worthy you are, how important you are, how necessary you are, how the world needs you. And so in order for you to be your best self, in order for you to walk in your life, you have got to show up for yourself. I'm just asking that you show up for yourself. I said, in 2011, I made up a quote that says, get to know yourself before someone tries to tell you who you are. Get to know yourself before someone tries to tell you who you are. And the reason you have to do that is because you do not want to be equipping yourself for the wrong race. You do not want to be equipping yourself for the wrong purpose. You do not want to waste more time on things that is not about the uplifting of you. Safa says is incomplete without all the pieces. Absolutely. We are incomplete. Our circles are incomplete. Our friendships are incomplete because we're not bringing all the piece. We're not bringing our whole self. We're not pulling ourselves up from where we are and walking in the door and saying I'm enough. And who I am, I'm going to come in as who I am, because who's the best. That's That's who God has created me to be. I embrace that. Jamar says, once you choose to walk into your purpose and understand that you are powerful beyond measure, fear has to subside and courage takes its place. You better say it. You better say it. Once you do that, once you decide that I know, you are powerful beyond measure. That's what I said. You unwrap that treasure. Can you understand how amazing it must feel to unwrap a treasure? Do you know what that must feel like? Can you understand the light? Yeah, you ever watch movies? We don't even say the leprechaun. When he gets to that treasure box, he opens it up and how the light comes out of there. That's what I mean. When you begin to dig deep down in yourself and open up that treasure box, that is the light that shines. That is the thing that consumes everything you touch. That is your supreme moment of destiny. When you open up that treasure and you allow your light to be what it was called to be, which was a blessing to somebody else. The worst injustice you can give your future is showing up with the wrong piece, which is what I was just saying. In order for you to live your best life, in order for you to go to where you're supposed to go, you have got to know yourself so that you can come correct. You have got to know yourself so that you can bring your correct piece. Because if you come as somebody that you're not, then you will find yourself miserable for the rest of your life. And these are when we get stuck in these moments in life. And these are when we get stuck in these dead-end relationships. And these are the moments that we get stuck in these places where we feel lost and we feel hurt and we feel abandoned. It's because we forgot to show up for ourselves. And it's because we brought the wrong piece. So like I said, get to know yourself so that you can bring your peace, because your peace is necessary. The deeper your love for self, the greater the chances are to reach your supreme moment of destiny. And remember what I said, supreme moment of destiny, which I heard years ago on the Oprah show, is when you feel like you have reached that level which you were created for. It's when your treasure box is going to open up. It's when all the treasures, all the stuff that's inside of you gets to come out because you have unleashed it, because you have found yourself worthy enough. You have found yourself unique, and you realize that what you have to bring is as important as your neighbors, that what you have to offer is as powerful as anyone else, and there is no piece too small. Now, before we go, you know, we always like to end with our original poem. And so this week, the original poem I wrote is titled Ownership of Me. And wait, before I go to the poem, let's see. Nakia said, I'm enough. With all my flaws and incompleteness, I still love me. So you have no choice but to love me too. That's the energy I give off. Absolutely. And that's the energy that you have to give off. You have to let somebody know that, you know, not in a mean way, but in a loving way, to let them know that, you know, I love myself. And I'm not going to allow you to come in and give me insecurities, because I have already had a conversation with myself and I understand where I fall short, because I realize that nobody is perfect, and I'm in a process of working on things in which I know is going to make me a better person. But I'm not going to allow you to put your trash on me. I'm not going to allow you to make me any less than. I'm not going to allow you to break down who I know myself to be. And so in doing that, I'm going to let you know that I'm enough. I'm going to let you know, with all the energy that I bring and all the pride and all the light that I walk in, that I am unique and that I am special. Now, this poem that I have is titled Ownership of Me. To whom much is given, much is required. To whom he touches, much is inspired. When he calls your name, one must be ready, for the road you travel will sure be steady. Steady with ups and downs, but yet no end. Be prepared for full circle moments when you take his hand. He is the Alpha and Omega and all in between. He holds the keys to your promises for all to be seen. So are you prepared for your journey from the depth of your soul? Are you in line with your gift and ultimate goal? Because so often we lack vision, for we have eyes but can't see. We got so caught up in duplicating instead of embracing the original me. For if you want to be the best at something, you must first start with you. Since that is an original no one can master, no matter what they do. Let's begin to take pride in our existence and know that we are wonderfully made. Knowing that our God Almighty makes no mistakes and your debt has already been paid. It's a new day and a new time. So we must all bring our light and connect to one another. So instead of a twinkle, we shine divinely bright. And so that is what I want everybody to get from week to week. Anytime we're here and we're in this I Choose Me movement, what I hope that I am spreading, what I hope that I'm sharing, what I hope that you are receiving is that it's my intention to show love. It's my intention to inspire you to embrace that you are enough. It's my intention to help you to see that you are wonderfully made. It's my intention to help you see that you are not your titles. It's my intention to help you see that you are not your past. It's my intention to help you see that you have so much more inside of you. You have so much more in store for you if you can begin to love who you were created to be. And like I said, if you are already on that journey of loving yourself, we all have days where we feel like this is not enough. We all have days where we feel like I have not reached my level. We all have days where we feel down about ourselves. But I'm saying in those moments, those are the moments that you be accountable to yourself. Those are the moments that you pull yourself back up. Those are the moments that you remember, I choose me. Hashtag no more excuses. I am enough. Because as long as I'm breathing, I have another chance to be my best self. And so as long as I'm loving on me, growing me up, and showing love with whomever I come in contact with, then I'm living my best life. Always remember that. And remember our motto. I pledge to embrace who I am today, love who I was yesterday, and inspire who I will become tomorrow. And so in order for us to be live our best life, in order for us to be the best representation for ourselves, we have got to show up for ourselves. Thank you. And Aina said, I have goosebumps. In all those moments, always feel you are enough. Absolutely. Especially in those moments, remind yourself that you are enough. And so I hope that every day from week to week, as we can continue to grow, that we continue to pour into one another, that we continue to share on this page. So come to the page of I Choose Me, hashtag no more excuses, during the week, and share with us how you have chosen yourself today. Inspire other women that may be on the page, because that's what it's all about. Each one teach one. And as long as we can continue to grow and love ourselves, we can be the best we can be for other people. But until we love us, we have nothing left to give. So we have to love ourselves so we have something to give to everybody that we come in contact with, and especially the people that depend on us most. I just want to say I love all you guys, everybody who tuned in, everybody who shows me love, everybody who just is inspired to love themselves and who's inspired to take a different journey, walk a different way, and embrace that you are enough. Oh, I want to do a reminder. I hope everybody is out there getting there. I hope you got your I Choose Me, hashtag no more excuses box. Remember we said we're having a vision board party on February 4th at 8 p.m. We're going live. And so please make sure that you bring all of your stuff. You tune in. That's going to be 8 p.m. on February 4th. It's going to be a vision board party. We will go live. I want you guys to make sure you have your box. With all through the next few weeks, please make sure you got your I Choose Me box, no more excuses, and you're putting your dreams, your desires, and what you want for your life in that box. And on February 4th, guess what we're going to do? We're going to take ourselves out the box. We're going to put on this vision board, and we're going to create this dream that we have for ourselves, and we're going to give ourselves a blueprint to reaching our supreme moment of destiny. If you want to reach your supreme moment of destiny, you have got to follow a blueprint. And so what these vision boards will be is our blueprint for 2017 and beyond, because we are accepting and embracing that we are wonderfully made, that we are enough, and that we are ready to walk in our victory, and we are ready to bring our peace. Are you ready to bring your peace? Because I am. Thank you for tuning in. One last time, the motto, and I hope you guys are saying it with me from home. I pledge to embrace who I am today, love who I was yesterday, and inspire who I will become tomorrow. Until next Tuesday at 9 p.m. on Facebook Live, I Choose Me, No More Excuses. I love you all, and thank you for being a part of the movement. You are enough. Remember that. Bye. If I could tune out. I always have a problem with this. I know you guys be laughing at me. Love you too. My finger never finishes this.